Okay, so it is almost 1 in the morning and I'm feeling kind of shitty. So I was looking for something to play on Steam and I realized I have had this game in my library for at least a few years and I don't know why I have it or when I bought it. Um, but I figured, hey, it might be fun. I'll record myself playing this Otome game. So yeah, this is Seduce Me, the Otome game. I don't know anything about this. I genuinely don't know when I purchased it or why. Um, it, I'm sort of interested in Otome games, but I'm not really like I mean, I'm gay and I prefer to romance female characters, so I don't know why I would have gone for this, but I guess we'll take a look and see how it goes. I'm really digging this music. I'm really digging this. It sounds kind of into like emotional. So let's just go ahead and start a new game. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. Um, oh, okay. See, this I was not aware of. So if you are under 16, please stop watching here. Um, I mean, especially if you're like the under 13s with Kappa and all that shit, please don't watch my videos. I'm sure you're all lovely, but I would like to not get sued. And I also want you guys to be safe. So please, yeah, I guess that's the wording for you. Thank you.
Why, hello.
Oh, there's voice acting.
My, aren't you a gorgeous sight? Can I be honored enough to know your name?
I guess you can know my name. Sure. Mika. Okay. We'll just go with Lulu.
A lovely name for
got
a
an
lovely person like you. Wonderful.
Is this gonna be fully voice acted?
Eric, do your job.
Very well. This game was produced by Seraphim Entertainment under the direction of Michaela Laws and is powered by Renpai Visual Novel Engine. We truly hope you'll enjoy this story. I know I'll enjoy it since you'll be in it.
Don't you throw those smooth lines at me yet. I don't even know who you look like. But, actually, okay, I might have gotten this game because it's made with Renpai. And that was something I was considering using, so I might have gotten it just to like be, oh, how do other people make this stuff with Renpai? Is that how you say it, Renpai? Alright,
Eric.
yes, please scold him.
Fine, fine. Farewell, my sweet.
Please don't talk to me like that. You haven't earned that. Oh boy. Did somebody just get shot?
Come on! Is that all you
Oh,
got?
it is. It's like fully voice acted.
Wanna
Wow.
try me, asshole?
Oh my god.
Crap! Missed.
Let's retreat for now.
No kidding. Let's get out of here.
That's right. You better run, you stupid punks! Stay out of our territory!
I genuinely have no idea what I'm getting into here. The music's pretty lit, though.
This formula, created in the 70s, is one of the most important in the field of financial theory.
Oh, good. I so wanted to be in a classroom right
It is
now.
used to calculate the price of European-style
I definitely
options
wanted to
and
be
is
taught
widely
to
used
right
by
now.
option
I
marketers,
definitely
though
wanted
there are
that.
some discrepancies that are now corrected with the modern viewpoint.
Rain. It's been a long time since we've gotten rain around here. But it is the season for rainy weather, so it's not exactly that surprising. I guess I'll voice act this part because that's supposed to be me. I'm assuming that's supposed to be me because that's why it's not voice acted. Personally, I loved the sound of it. The way the raindrops fell, like the soft tapping of fingers. It was so soothing. Even looking at the droplets hit the glass of the window was strangely calming. Okay, I love the sound of rain, but describing the sound of it, like the soft tapping of fingers on the window, that's terrifying. Why would you put it that way? For this reason, I felt lucky for having a seat next to the window, the protagonist's chair, though I did spend more time staring outside than I did paying attention in class. The lectures in class were pretty boring. Mrs. Phillips' voice wasn't soporific, and I just wasn't interested in what she was saying. Okay, I'm a pretentious bitch, but I don't know what that word means. And since it was the period right before lunch, all I could think about was doing other things in my free time. Honestly, I didn't really care much for economics. Sure, I had good grades in this class, but it was only because I read the textbook and did my assignments as I had to. I was only taking this class because it was mandatory. If it were up to me, I would probably have taken another course. Yeah, why did you take economics? Why did I take economics? That's stupid. I hate economics. Luckily, it was my senior year, so after this semester, it would mean the end of high school courses forever. Thank God for that. Being an adult isn't so great either, darling. I didn't hate high school. It was just kind of mundane how the days drifted on and on as if there were no end to it. Hashtag quarantine 2020. The only thing I really enjoyed about going to school was meeting my friends and hanging out with them, but that was kind of it. Cannot relate. In short, I was done with high school. The start of second semester brought a note of finality to it. I had already applied to many universities the semester prior, and I was expecting replies sometime in the next few months. It seemed like the start of something new, something that would change. That is, if things could change. I stared at the faint outline of raindrops in the distance. For now, I was stuck in this class.
Miss Anderson.
Oh, it's Miss Phillips. Hi. Miss Phillips' raised voice interrupted my train of thought. Just when I was thinking about class, I quickly turned my head to face the teacher. Hopefully she didn't pick me just because she noticed that I was spacing out. Yes, ma'am?
Would you care to name the equation I set up on the blackboard?
I really wouldn't. Oh, I think I read about that in the textbook last night. It should be the Black-Scholes model formula.
Very good as always, Miss Anderson.
Anderson. It followed me wherever I went. Most people didn't really know me by my first name, but rather by my surname. No doubt since the surname was the trademark of the internationally famous and philanthropic Anderson Family Toys, and because the founder was my own grandfather. Suzu, one of my best friends, turned around and proudly gave me a punch to the shoulder.
Kick-ass girl.
Oh, she's cute. Can I romance her? From beside me, I heard Naomi, another one of my best friends, clearing her throat in an obvious disapproval of Suzu's choice of words.
She means good job.
She's also cute. Are they options? Can they please be options?
Miss Capini.
Oi!
Care to tell me who the creators of this formula were?
Some guys named Black and Scholes. Fisher Black and Myron Scholes.
Very good, Miss Patterson.
Oh, smart girl.
Show off.
Smart girl.
Better study next time, Suzu. Be like us and study once in a while.
Okay, she's a little annoying. Suzu rolled her eyes and slouched into her chair as Naomi gave her a small smirk. She always pouted when Naomi showed her up.
That's the end of today's lecture. Now, let's separate into groups and work on your projects. Remember, everything is due on Monday. Go ahead now.
Before I knew it, Suzu and Naomi had scooted their desks to align with mine and returned into the Three Musketeers. Whenever the teacher let the students decide on groups, we always grouped together in our little trio. It was a sheer stroke of luck that we all managed to be in the same class, so we had to at least take the opportunity and stick together as much as we could. Okay, that was an ineffective sneeze. I promise I'm not sick. Besides, we were most comfortable around each other than, say, compared to being around any other classmate. It just made sense for us to put our heads together for any kind of project. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it open onto the 3 desks. Wow, group project posters. Now that is a latent memory of high school that I did not know I still had. We were pretty much finished with fulfilling most of the guidelines for the project, though we still have to add a few finishing touches here and there. After working on making the poster a bit prettier, we sat back and inspected our work to see what we still had to do. Okay, where are the pretty men? I know it takes a long time for visual novels to get up, but if the point of this game is for me to romance pretty men, I would like to get to the pretty men. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look for any issues. She lightly tapped a pencil against her chin, staring intently at the project.
Alright, so let's see. We finished the budgeting section, the building leasing, and the cost for labor. What else do we need?
What a boring fucking project. Suzu straightened up to look at the poster and stroked her chin. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she spoke up.
How about a company name?
Huh? Did we really skip over that?
Of course we did. You always go straight into the logical statistics and stuff that you completely skip over the fact. We need a name for our project.
At least we caught it this time. What do we name it?
Not sure. What do you think?
It always came down to me. Whenever there was something to be named or titled, I was the master at ending decision, even when I didn't want to be.
I like Trinity Corporations.
That is way too predictable. How about the Dragon Company?
What do dragons have to do with our project?
What? It's a totally unpredictable name. It's hot.
It is hot.
But our company sells bubblegum.
Dragons can sell bubblegum? Don't be
Said we
racist.
can't produce spicy bubblegum.
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think?
Both of them looked at me expectantly, even though I wasn't quite sure myself. I didn't want to choose sides, but if it were up to me, I would say... I'm sorry, Trinity Corporations is like what I would actually go with, but I think she's cuter. I think Suzu is cuter, and also Dragon Company is lit as shit.
Booyah! Dragon Company it is!
Alright, now that we've decided on a name, now what?
As we ended our name game, a giggle scrambled my thoughts. Oh, not my giggle. Lisette. Huh? Who was that?
It's just Lisette.
I looked over my shoulder to see her laughing with her circle of friends, mostly comprised of popular people that were practically friends with everyone in the school. And as a result, everyone in the school knew them. In the center of it all was Lisette White. She sat with a posture that indicated she was still working, but she also was ready to casually chat about her day. She had an endearing balance of charismatic and awkward, which was readily apparent when she first talked to someone. These are some really gay thoughts. I think there's some really gay thoughts going on in Protag-chan's mind here. Is this a gay Otome? I don't think it is. It's an Otome game. It was easy to make her smile and laugh, and she was quite the comedian as well. Basically, she was perfect. Not that she was like a robot or something, but she was the student that everyone else wanted to be. Lisette was bright, easygoing, and above all, had her future laid out right in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school, and as a result, she was confident and ambitious, though sometimes it could rub a lot of people the wrong way. Moreover, I had known her ever since I was young, but it had ultimately resulted in a rivalry that continued today. You know what rivalry is? Gay. All rivalries have homoerotic undertones. Of course, my friends knew what was between us, and upon seeing me glance at her, they shifted her attention to her.
She doesn't even look like she's working, in my opinion.
She probably is, but she's too much of a stuck-up priss to allow herself to look like she's actually doing work.
Okay, but we just said all these nice things about her. Is she actually like a mean girl, or...?
Oh, come on, Suzu. She may be a little off-putting, but she's not the giant priss that you're making her seem to be.
The day she isn't a priss is the day I turn into you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind. It's about time! Let's bail!
I don't even get to see Lisette. I don't get to see my...
Cressida's even closest to the exit, and she...
Unsurprisingly, Suzu was the first one out of the classroom, slinging her backpack over her shoulder with ease as she quickly strolled out the door.
Cressida's even closest to the exit, and she always manages to be the first one out of the door. I don't think I'll ever understand that.
She gave me a smile, as if relieved by the fact that I felt the same way as she did.
See? Why can't she just be normal like the two of us?
It's Suzu, Naomi. Think about it.
Very true.
Man, you guys are slow. Are you coming or what?
We heard you the first time. Not everyone has rocket boosters attached to their legs when the bell rings.
Are you kidding me? That class was ridiculously boring. Even Miss Valedictorian here was dozing off a bit.
Is that me? Oh, it's me. Ahaha, I do have to admit I was spacing out. And just because I answered one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian.
Okay, so it wasn't too interesting. But you should at least pay attention when Phillips is talking about the important parts.
So you finally admit it. We're finally on the same wavelength. Welcome to the club, Patterson.
If I can't romance one of these two, I hope that they can get together.
Please, don't call me by my last name. This isn't the classroom. And never in a million years will we ever see things eye to eye.
I think you two should kiss. Despite this, they both burst out into laughter. Normally, anyone would think that opposites like them wouldn't ever associate with each other, but even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Maybe they were just perfect complements, or personality just didn't dictate the possibility of their friendship. After all, we three had been best friends since preschool.
Alright, so where are we heading to first? Cafeteria? I think we can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum.
Okay, I'm still curious, what was with all the gunshots at the beginning? Are we gonna get back to that?
Who would even buy that? I wonder.
Spicy bubblegum? Absolutely, there's a market for that.
Me? I would pay good
See?
money to get a taste of it.
Haha, you do like spicy food after all. We entered the cafeteria, a bustling room filled with the aromas of different kinds of food. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
Cajun fries and the spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good meal.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu.
Never water, always milk. You always want milk. Water makes it worse.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
You're crazy.
Hell yeah, I'm crazy.
I think I'm getting a migraine.
I think I'll go with... Oh, mac and cheese sounds so good. That sounds good. Once we got our food, we settled down at one of the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside to finally dig into the food. Okay, so I know I keep saying this, and I know it's gonna be a slow start because it's a visual novel, but I genuinely don't know anything about this game. Like, is this gonna be set in high school, and am I gonna be romancing these people in high school? Or is this like a fantasy game? I can't imagine myself buying just a straight up high school Otome game. I don't know. Suzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so she could rest her feet on the table by her food. Don't put your feet on the table.
All right then. Is there anything we want to talk about?
Bored already?
I know. Let's talk about...
Say boys, and I will never speak to you ever again.
I knew it. She's a lesbian.
Aw, why not?
Naomi's a closeted lesbian.
What's so interesting about talking about guys? It's not like any of us are gonna get boyfriends anytime soon.
'Cause we're lesbians.
We don't know that. What if one of us does get a boyfriend?
Like that's going to happen, Naomi. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a ditzy blonde.
Those are not deal breakers.
Hey!
No offense. And Anderson here. Well, I guess she could land a boyfriend or girlfriend if she wants.
They said boyfriend or girlfriend. Can I dare to hope that there is a gay option?
Or girlfriend?
She can be a lesbian if she wants.
Thank you, Suzu. I love you. Can I
True.
date you? That's okay, Suzu. I'm not sure I want a boyfriend yet because I'm a lesbian.
Why not? It's our senior year. Might as well get a boyfriend.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
Yeah, I could be asexual or aromantic. Well, it really wasn't about wanting a relationship, but more of there was no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. You have two perfectly good options right in front of you. Oh my god. Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there were not many interesting guys in the school to go out with. Who knows? Time will tell. Naomi looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the cafe started up and an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Miss Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
Ooh, I'm in trouble. Or somebody's dead.
Oh my.
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious?
Yeah, someone's probably
Ah,
dead.
fine. If something happens, just call us.
Funny enough, something did happen. Oh my god, how could it? And it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold. It was really cold.